What is up, guys, and welcome to my first place Sky Striker list that I'm going to show you guys. I took the locals this past weekend. Sky Striker is incredibly still insane. It can easily duke it out with Cool Tune, Doom Z. Easily could just stand toe-to-toe with it, especially if you side correctly. So, yeah, without further ado, I'm going to show you my list, and yeah, love it. Sky Striker, still crazy and say meta-relevant in 2016. 2016, 10 more years, 2026, actually. But let's go through the Sky Striker stuff. 3 Ray. 3 is Bay, of course. Your main go-to. I added 2 of the rows because we do run a Desires build, so we don't want to have the chance of just banishing off one of the rows. And Desires, of course, you know how Desires goes, so yeah. Okay, now for all the Sky Striker spells, 3 Engage, standard stuff. 3 Widow Anchor, insane. Honestly, it wouldn't shock me if Sky Striker continues to perform the way it's doing. These cards, so we might see, say, Striker cards get hit again, so yeah. We also have, of course, 3 of the Linkage. Linkage is incredibly powerful with this deck. 2 Lumen's Gate. I wanted to run this because I wanted to cut down on some of the Striker monsters in the extra deck, so we have space for other stuff that's actually insanely good for the deck too. So that helps recycle your say zeros and your Kagaris and whatnot. Then, of course, Spicy Tech, 1 multi-roll, able to recurl all your stuff for the grind game is necessary. And, of course, your standard stuff with Shark Cannon, Hornet Drows, and I do like Area Zero still because being able just to dig deeper for your deck, and this deck is all about consistency, and just keeps going. So, yeah, that's it for the Striker spells and the name lineups for the deck. Now, on to all the fun supporting stuff in hand traps. Well, only 2 hand traps, honestly. And our only 2 hand traps really are 2 Ash Blossoms. I wanted to keep the deck 40 as possible, so obviously this can come out. Basically, also our side deck has the Drolls, has the Sphere modes and whatnot, so those come in when prevalent. So 2 Ashes for the main deck. Then, of course, 3 Upstarts because consistency is the name of the game with this deck. Only 2 Potted Desires. I know it's at 3, but having the Activate Desires, drawing the Desires is super annoying and super frustrating for the deck. So, honestly, with my testing with 2, you limit that possibility way lower, so you're not drawing Desires into a Desire, so it sucks. Anti-hand trap stuff, talents, and call by to stop the, hand traps and stuff like that. Now we're going to go into the quick plays, because we do run Radiant Typhoon for the deck, so yeah. This is another card I can see maybe getting hit, Radiant Typhoon Vision. Being able just to basically draw 2 is just insane. We don't run the MST because MST is really not that good in this format. Being able to 1-for-1 things is pretty decent, but it's not something that you really are going to lose to mostly because MST for 1-for-1 is good, but it's not going to really get you anywhere. Of course, the card I'm pretty sure is going to get either limited or banned. Next ban list is Fallen Virtuous. This card is just nuts. This card is so damn good. Again, to help facilitate our fun stuff is, of course, 3 Forbidden Crown. Card is just absolutely cracked this format. Being able to just stop plays is just insane. Then we do run 2 of the OG Forbidden Droplet as well. If you want to cut Crown down to 2 as well and run 3 Droplet, it all depends. But these are like a good lineup on cards that might get sided out depending on your matchups. But yeah, the main deck, perfect. In my opinion, I love it. For the extra deck, side deck, kind of working on it still, but mostly the highlights I would say is Sphere mode is definitely insane because it just outs a lot of boards. Branded especially, it's pretty good against. Of course, you have the standard stuff, 3 Lightning Storm. Regeki is really good against Branded too to help push, secure the resources. Of course, you have the Super Polys and these CSI ran on the side too because Cool Tone is still a prevalent thing. So, but it's a little work in progress. So I'm not going to show it at the moment because it was kind of hit or miss at the locals. Well, of course, the brand Fallen Virtuous targets: 1 Dragon's Devourer, 1 Albion, and 1 Ecclesia, the Dark Dragon. These are of course, your virtuous targets. Nothing too crazy there. Devouring, you don't really need it. I just liked it because it helps against with the say Branded matchup, and also helps you search out another Fallen Virtuous during the end phase. So yeah, because it's always counted as a Dogmatica card. So pretty crazy with that. And of course, we do run the 1 Typhon because yeah, this card is just good. Then, well, the other non-Sky Striker Link monster or extra deck monsters, SP Little Knight, again, it's just because it's just damn good. Now for the actual Sky Strikers card, 1 Carmelia, 1 Azalea, standard stuff. We also do run the 1 Zeke. Love this matchup. It's so good. Only 2 Sky Striker Ace Zeros with the one say the 2 say Lumen's Gate. You really don't need the 3rd because you can just bring everything back and just use that say recycle resources. So nothing too crazy with that. Then standard stuff. The new Link 1 guy is crazy. Thank God for legendary decks is good. Then of course you have the lineup for the OGs: 1 Hayate, 1 Shizuku, and 2 Kagari. This is the argument maybe you can make, say you run 3. If you don't want to run the dragons that devour, you can easily run through, say, Kagari, but through my testing and through the locals, 3 is not necessary, because with 2 Luminous Gate, you can just recite, say, just loop this multiple times, and yeah, this, really, you don't need it at 3. If you want 3, go for it, but honestly, I think I was solid at 2, like, I loved it. But yeah, that's it for Sky Strikers. Crazy this deck is doing so incredibly well in 2026. Like, this deck came out, like, what, 2018? I'd say during the TOS format, so it's crazy. But yeah, that's it for Sky Strikers. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.